Here are the recent headlines from a few days ago. Donald Trump authorizes access to UFO bases and non human bodies, U.S. Congressman claims. Second one, Trump greenlights UFO disclosure of secret bases hiding crashed ships and non human, etc. Epstein files cover up, Trump admin to reportedly reveal UFO secrets. No, you're not reading a science fiction novel here. This is happening in real time. So this is nothing new to most of you guys, I'm sure. The whole idea of a alien UFO strong delusion, right? We know that Second Thessalonians talks about a strong delusion in the last days that the world is going to buy. And we believe that this is a big part of that. This whole idea of aliens and UFOs from outer space. And most of us understand that the world, including ourselves, have been programmed to believe in outer space and to believe in little green men and all this stuff. Now, they can create little green men and all these weird things in labs and then say they're from outer space. Or they can dress up like them and make us think something like that. But we know that when God woke us up to what was really going on, most of us, that all this technology has always been around for thousands of years. And the whole idea of it comes from fallen angels. And fallen angels working with man, as we call it, the devil, right? And his followers. And so there is no such thing as outer space even. That's why it's important to understand true cosmology, which is in the Bible, which most people call flat earth. And I use that term because that's what most people understand, flat earth, but there's so much more to it. The idea, or actually the scientific fact, that the earth is flat is only a part of the truth that matters to that. Because another huge part to flat earth that breaks down all this deception is the firmament. The Bible talks about the firmament covering earth as a tent. In Isaiah 40:22, in Genesis chapter 1. And that's the important part to understand, because once you get that, then you go, well, all of NASA is a deception. And then you start to watch videos on NASA and how they pull all that off. Why they launch rockets right next to the ocean all the time. Well, that's because they shoot them out in the ocean and they land in the ocean. And what people watch on TV, moon landings and such, is all CGI, computer-generated images, green screens. People on ropes and harnesses floating around. I've done so many videos in the past. Or why they count down with T. Why do they start off with T? T minus 10, 9, 8. So, well, where's the T from? Well, the T is missing in the word NASA, because if you add a T and flip it around a little bit, it says Satan. I mean, there's like a million things about NASA. It's all a lie. It's just a strong delusion in itself. But again, one of the reasons that was created is for this lie. It all is linchpinned together. Just like believing in the fake cosmology that they tell us, the Big Bang and billions of years and everything's flying through space, just coming together, all that. Well, evolution is linchpinned to that because they both work off the same mechanics, which is complete randomness and billions of years. You see? Because that's what they say evolution is that, water and dirt got together and then somehow created life. And after billions of years, from fish to monkeys to men, here we are. Well, that's the same thing. That's the same mechanics as what they tell us in cosmology. Well, nothing blew up And then eventually everything just happened over billions of years. You see, evolution and the cosmology that they tell us are one and the same. They both work off the same mechanics. So that's why so many Christians are out there only with half truth. Oh, we reject evolution, but we accept this whole idea of billions of years and we're all flying through space at thousands of miles an hour. Well, you can't have only one, you have to accept both. Something that a lot of Christians try to get away with is they try to mix the two. So they try to take this fake cosmology and say, well, we just don't believe it happened over billions of years. We believe that God did it like this. Put everything in motion, flying through space at thousands of miles an hour, even though the Bible doesn't say anything about that. And so what they're doing is they're mixing the world with the Bible. And it's so funny because so many Christians are like, oh, you can't drink from two cups. You can't mix the world and Christianity together. But yet they do it on a daily basis because they're both one and the same. So yeah, it's sad. Hopefully more Christians will get on board. But a lot of people are waking up. Something that a lot of Christians try to get away with as well is they say, well, what does it matter what cosmology is? Who cares? Why does it matter? Well, it matters because false cosmology creates millions and quadrillions of atheists and agnostics because they look at things like this and they go, well, yeah, that's all random. We're all just flying through space and, just fell together. But when you look at flat Earth and you go, okay, someone had to create this place. And then you crack the Bible open and then you realize that there really is a God. So yeah, it matters 1,000,000%. And yes, it is salvational in the sense that false cosmology is a linchpin to not believing in God, because the whole idea of false cosmology is to make people think that it all happened randomly. So yeah, it is salvational in that sense. And as I've said, it's all tied to this whole idea of aliens in outer space. It all matters, man. What are people thinking out there, okay? This whole world, if you believe the Bible, the world is run by the devil. And clearly, when you look at these deceptions, it's easy to see that. I wanted to show you these headlines and how it's all coinciding with the times that we're in, the rapture very soon. And again, if the rapture is us disappearing, then they're going to use this as like an abduction, right? Or maybe the rapture is something else. Maybe, I don't know exactly what the rapture is. But either way, this whole UFO thing is going to be mixed in with the rapture. It's going to be mixed in with the last days deception. It already is. You have even Christians believing in outer space and the possibility of aliens because they refuse to accept the truth for whatever reason. And here we are, right? Everything that I've been showing you guys is correct. Flat Earth, the rapture very soon, and this whole alien thing right on time. It's all coming together.